I woke to the smell of detergent and the ache of something missing. The couch was stiff, the kind that reminds you you're not where you belong. My shirt was wrinkled, half hanging off my chest, the buttons pulled too tight from twisting in my sleep. One shoe was off, the other hung on by a toe. Across the room, the hallway light was on, still. She always left it off, always. I sat up, my back cracking like a warning. On the coffee table, a mug of tea, still warm. Jasmine. Hers, not mine. She was awake. So was he. I didn't have to look at the closed bedroom door to know that. The words came back, sharp and stupid in my own ears. If he wants to keep living here, he needs to pull his weight. That's all I said. No shouting, no demands, just facts. He'd been on our couch for 9 months, like a tumor we agreed not to diagnose. And last night, she made her choice. Think about how you treat my brother. She didn't whisper it, she didn't cry, she just tossed my clothes on the couch and walked back into our bedroom, like I was the guest and he was the husband. I did think about it, all night. And by morning, something in me had shifted. At first, it was just a shadow I couldn't explain, a toothbrush I didn't recognize, a hoodie I never bought, never wore, but saw in the laundry twice a week. I told myself it was normal. Her brother, after all. People share space, things overlap. But he called her sis less and less, and she stopped correcting him. They had their little routines, inside jokes, the kind born from secrets, not memories. He'd sit too close, she wouldn't move away. Once I walked in and saw her sitting on the armrest of the couch, his couch, laughing at something on his phone, her hand resting on his shoulder, fingers curled. She moved like a wife, not mine. When I asked her what was so funny, she said, "Inside joke, don't worry." But I did. I worried more than I should have, and less than I needed to. Because it wasn't just proximity, it was intimacy. It was the way she defended him like a lover, and dismissed me like a burden. I stopped speaking unless I had to. Not because I was afraid, because I wanted silence to stretch between us like a wire pulled tight, and I wanted to be the one holding the scissors. I took a toothbrush from the guest bathroom, his, swabbed the bristles, sealed the cotton in a bag. 3 days later, I sent in a sample, an old hairbrush of hers, and one of mine. No one knew. I smiled like normal, took out the trash, paid the bills, slept on the couch, watched. They whispered when I wasn't in the room. They stopped kissing me, both of them. One night I pretended to fall asleep early, around 9 p.m., the TV playing low. I left my phone on the table, screen off, mic on. I listened to the audio at 2 a.m. His voice, "He won't do anything, he's too soft." Hers, "Just wait it out, he'll get over it." I didn't feel anger, not right away, just a hollow ringing behind my ribs, like a space waiting to echo, like a silence becoming permanent. The envelope came on a Thursday, plain, no logo, no note, just one sheet of paper and 3 lines of truth. Mine, 0%, his, 99.97%. I stared at it like scripture. I memorized it like law. That night I cooked dinner, his favorite, butter chicken. I even made the naan from scratch. She complimented the flavor, asked if I'd forgiven her yet. I nodded. "We all make mistakes," I said. She smiled, reached for my hand. I let her touch it, once. Then I folded the paper in half and slid it across the table. She read it slowly, twice. The second time, her lips stopped moving. Her hands trembled. She didn't speak, not yet. He reached for it after her. I didn't stop him. When he looked up at me, his eyes were glassy, not with shame, with fear. "You knew?" he whispered. I looked at her when I answered. I learned. I didn't raise my voice. I stood, pulled a small suitcase from under the coat rack, already packed. "The lease ends next month," I said. "Utilities are in your name now." She shook her head, mouth open but voiceless. I didn't wait for words. He can pay them, if he wants to keep living here. I walked to the door. She followed, stumbling, reaching. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. It was a mistake? No. A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. This was choreography. She looked down. Ashamed? Maybe. But shame is currency only the innocent can spend. I stepped outside, turned one last time. You made your choice when you told me to sleep on the couch. I smiled, cold, flat. And now, he gets the whole bed. I rented a room the next town over. Quiet, furnished, empty in the best way. I didn't leave a note, didn't answer her calls. Not the first 5, not the next 20. Eventually, they stopped. Good. Let them rot in their comfort. Let them sleep under the same sheets I once believed were sacred. Let them pay the bills I used to cover. I gave her my silence.